All right, let's get into it. We're going to talk about a company that didn't just create another app. Nope, they completely rewired how an entire country deals with its money. This is all about Toss, the FinTech giant that basically became the front door to finance for millions of people.
I mean, really think about it. Why is sending a few bucks to a friend still such a pain? You've got all these logins, security codes, clunky old websites. It's a frustration we've all felt. And it was exactly that friction, that annoyance with old-school banking, that created this massive opening.
And this is the logo of the company that just jumped right into that opening. Over in South Korea, one app decided, you know what, we're going to fix this. And they didn't just make it a little easier to send money, they completely changed the game.
So, how'd they pull it off? Well, it all started with this relentless focus on doing one thing, and one thing only, perfectly. So the company behind it all, Viva Republica, got its start back in 2013. But 2015, that was the magic moment. That's when they launched their simple transfer service and it just exploded. Fast forward to today, and they've gone from that one killer feature to being the go-to financial hub in Korea.
But here's the thing, just solving that one problem was never the end game. It was just the beginning. It was the perfect wedge to open the door to something way, way bigger.
And that bigger idea is what we call a financial super app. It's a huge concept in FinTech right now. The whole goal is to create one single place, right on your phone, that handles absolutely everything to do with your money. So no more jumping between 5 different apps for banking, investing, and payments. And you can see their playbook right here. It's brilliant. They started with those simple transfers, which got millions of people using the app every day. They earned that trust. And then they just started layering on everything else you could possibly need. Checking your credit score? Done. Banking? Loans? Yep. Trading stocks? It's in there. It became a true one-stop shop. This is how Toss describes itself, and honestly, it's spot on. They don't think of themselves as just another payment app. They want to be the only app you need to open for literally anything related to your money. They are the front door. Okay, so you've got millions of users and a ton of free services. The big question is, how does a company like this actually make money? Let's peel back the onion on their business model. The key thing to get is that Toss is way more than just a consumer app. It's a massive two-sided platform. So on one side, you have millions and millions of people who are super engaged with the app. And on the other side, you've got tons of businesses, merchants, advertisers, banks, who all want to reach those people. And they make money from this platform in 4 main ways. First up, they earn a little bit from all that consumer activity, like when you make a payment or trade a stock. Then they charge those business customers for access to you, the user. Third, they actually own the payment pipes themselves. And finally, they have their own digital bank and brokerage, earning money the old-fashioned way through loans and services. It's a seriously powerful and diverse model.
Now, none of this works, not the scale, not the speed, not the security, without an absolutely world-class tech engine humming away under the hood.
And I'm not just saying that. Toss is actually pretty open about its engineering. And what they've built is it's a masterclass in how to use cutting-edge tech. So here's just a peek at their core setup. We're talking about a super modern, super resilient system. They use things like active data centers, which basically means if one entire center goes down, the app keeps working with zero downtime for you. They use Kubernetes to manage all their different services and Kafka to handle the insane flood of transaction data coming in every single second. This is the bedrock that lets them scale without even breaking a sweat. But here's where it gets really cool. On top of all that amazing infrastructure, they've layered a seriously sophisticated AI stack. And this isn't just a buzzword for them. It's a huge part of how they win. Oh yeah, they are all in on AI and machine learning. They use the latest and greatest tools to build and roll out their AI models incredibly fast. This isn't some science project in a back room. This AI brain is at the core of their business, doing everything from spotting fraud in an instant to giving you super personalized financial advice. It's a real game changer. So what do you get when you combine that brilliant product strategy, that powerful business model, and all that cutting-edge tech? Well, you get a true FinTech giant.
Just let this number sink in for a second. 1 out of every 2 people in South Korea uses this app. That is an absolutely mind-blowing level of market domination. Very few companies on Earth, in any industry, ever reach that kind of scale.
And to put a hard number on that, we're talking about 25 million people opening and using Toss every single month. It's not just an app anymore, it's a utility. It's become as essential as your messaging app for a massive chunk of the population. And here it is, the ultimate proof that the whole model works. In 2024, after years of focusing on just pure growth, TOS finally hit full-year profitability. We're talking a 91 billion won operating profit. They proved they could build a sustainable, money-making machine at a massive scale.
So yeah, there's really no debate here. When you look at the user numbers, all the services they offer, and the fact that they're now profitable, TOS has absolutely earned the title of the country's #1 financial super app.
You know, the story of TOS just shows how fast a company with the right idea and the right tech can completely change how a country thinks about money. It really makes you wonder, right? As this mix of finance and powerful AI becomes the new normal around the world, what does that mean for the future of the money sitting in your pocket? What's coming for us next?